The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Players only meeting. That is the latest for the New York Jets. Plus, Breece Hall was asked about the trade rumors. We'll cover that and more with Jets insider Nick Faria in his weekly spot. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started.
The practices have been damn good. They are, but
the 2025 New York Jets season is officially here. Can Aaron Glenn lead the team back to the playoffs and finally deliver on the promise this roster has shown? Every step of the journey, the Jake Asman Show will have you covered, breaking down all the storylines, every game, and everything in between. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chats, baby. Cut the line. The Jake Asman Show starts right now. Here we go, here on a Friday. Shout out to everyone who joined the Patreon. The list of names and the countdown is updated for October. If you want to become an official Patreon member, go to patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Get access to our private Discord, your name added to that intro. Find out about exclusive events, merch store discounts, and a whole lot more. With that said, let's say hello to Jets beat reporter for JetsXFactor.com, Nick Faria. Nick, happy Football Friday. The New York Jets will be in London on Sunday, and it was revealed earlier today by Jermaine Johnson before they left for London that the defense had a players-only meeting. Jermaine saying, quote, "We can't be the reason we lose." Let's start there. My God, your thoughts on that?
It's never a good sign to have a players-only meeting during the season, particularly 5 games into the new campaign. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's a fantastic thing. I will say it's a little bit different than a full team meeting like the Miami Dolphins had in week 1. This Jets defense has been one of the worst in football. Quentin Williams yesterday called them the worst defense in football in plenty of categories. So the argument for either side is, if you are on the player's side, well, it's Steve Wilks. He doesn't understand the players. He doesn't understand what to do with the certain talent he has. It's all on the coaching. You have some other people that will say it's on the players. They have to go and execute no matter who the coach is. Well, this is kind of the mindset of the players stepping in and saying, this isn't on Steve Wilks. This is on us. And it's going to be up to us to figure this out. Let's talk about it. Let's hold each other accountable, and let's move forward. If this was a full team meeting, I would say, good God, the wheels are falling off for Aaron Glenn and his coaching staff. But because it is just solely, and from what I've heard, it was just solely the defense, it is a little bit of a difference compared to what happened in Miami. And we know that the Dolphins are a sinking ship, and you know, coaching staff's going to get overhauled. Most likely the GM's going to get overhauled. It's not at that level at least right now.
Well, the sinking ship for the Dolphins, yet they were still good enough to beat the Jets in a primetime game on Monday Night Football. So,
yeah, 100%.
This is not a good thing. Obviously, the defense has been horrific, so I don't know if it could be any worse. Jermaine Johnson being back on Sunday should help at least a little bit. The guy's a leader. I think he's someone that will try and hold other guys accountable. He'll be able to help the run defense and maybe add a little bit from a pass rushing standpoint. I thought he played really well in the opener against the Steelers, and then he got hurt early in week 2. And we haven't seen him since. What are you expecting from Jermaine on Sunday?
Not a lot. And I don't think it'd be fair for the Jets to demand that he go out there and play 60, 70, 80% of the snaps. I think they have to remember he's not just coming off an ankle injury. He's coming off an Achilles surgery from the previous year. So you have to be slow. You have to be patient with the amount of plays that he's going to play, the amount of just snaps he's going to take, the amount of pressure he's going to be able to give. So as long as the coaching staff is patient with him, they sort of ease him back a little bit, I think he can be just as impactful for this team, because they cannot keep having Braden McGregor and Michael Clemens be your 2 edge rushers opposite Will McDonald. You just can't have that. It's a huge problem. This defensive line has been an eyesore from the very first day of the year, and that needs to change. And I do think having Jermaine back will certainly help.
So you have a players-only meeting before they go to London, and then Aaron Glenn, when speaking with reporters earlier, for the second week in a row, said the cardinal sin if you're the Jet coach. He said, quote, "We had a really good week of practice. I thought everything that we did as far as being here as a group, being at the hotel together, getting a chance to vibe together, I thought was really, really good." Let me say what I tweeted, as everyone can see on the screen. Nobody in the NFL dominates Wednesday through Friday quite like the New York Jets.
It's quite unique, to say the least. I think they're 19-0 in the last 2 seasons when it comes to having great practice weeks in general. But also, we kind of asked Aaron Glenn beforehand, particularly after the game against Dallas, that debacle, where we asked him, well, listen, you said you had a great week of practice. Why is it not turning over into a game? And he was kind of non-committal to it. He was kind of talking about execution and coaches not putting players in the right position. But it outlines the entire issue of the Jets. There is not just one issue plaguing this organization. There are multifaceted problems that this team is having to go through right now. The offensive line had a very, very poor showing against the Cowboys. The defensive line has been gashed. The secondary is nowhere near as good as we thought it was going to be. And the linebackers have been banged up with injury. The receiving core has been relatively good with Garrett Wilson. Everyone else behind him hasn't really stepped up much. I like what I've seen from Mason Taylor, but Justin Fields is a limited passer. So when you add all of that together, you throw in a negative turnover differential, you throw in the fact they've been penalized more than most teams in the NFL, and you get the product that you see on Sundays. An 0-5 team that is undisciplined, that has some really good practices. You're talking about an 0-5 offense practicing against an 0-5 defense. The barometer is pretty low.
Aaron Glenn says the Jets had a really good week of practice. Players only meeting. God, Denver's going to win by how many points on Sunday? Good Lord.
The practices have been damn good. They are, but
it's just
I will say, like, the Broncos are a really good football team. And, what they did to Philadelphia, obviously now with what the Giants just did to them, it kind of loses some weight. But Denver's got an elite defensive line. They've got the best cornerback in football. The quarterback's improving, and they've got some really good receivers. All of that together, that's a playoff contender at the bare minimum. And you have a Jets team that can't get out of their own way. The signs are not pointing to positivity going into Week 6 at this point.
Well, the thing is, they got to change that. You know what I mean? Like, we could be negative as fans, or people covering the team could say, what gives us any reason to think they're going to win? But you know what? Every team in the league besides them has a win right now. And, like, if you want to be taken seriously, win a game. Sorry to bring it up, but the Giants last night with a rookie quarterback just beat the defending champions. Like, that's a program-building type of win for a young team right there. Like, the Browns already this year won a game against the Packers. They nearly beat the Vikings last week in London in a game where not many people thought they were going to have a chance starting a rookie third-round pick at quarterback. Like, there's upsets every week in the NFL. And if you're the Jets, you're not 15-point underdogs. At FanDuel Sportsbook, our presenting sponsor, the New York Jets still are just 7-point underdogs in this game. I understand it doesn't look possible, but you know what? If Aaron Glenn wants to keep saying that they're not the same old Jets, then win a damn game, because until you do that, you're a laughingstock. Forget being the same old Jets. You're worse.
And that's really the problem, because this is a team that's learning how to win, but making the same mistakes each and every week to make sure you lose. And until that changes, this is going to be the same issue. They're turning the football over at the worst possible times. They're having mindless penalties. Just complete discombobulation on the defensive end. Players running open right down the field. You had, one particular play in that Cowboys game I keep looking at was the first touchdown to Jake Ferguson. It's a simple tight end screen, and they did some window dressing, the Cowboys did, having the running back and a guard pull to the left and Prescott threw back to the right. And you saw Jamie and Sherwood read the running back without reading where the ball was. Just completely took himself out of the play, and it allowed the Cowboys to basically go untouched for 25 yards. It's those kinds of situations and those kind of concerns that show that this team is just not very technically sound, and they need to be if they want to be even remotely close to contenders or
Nick,
winners.
there's something with your audio that's making like a crackling noise. It almost sounds like you're ripping ass. I don't think you are. That's kind of what it sounds like.
How about now?
Much better.
There we go.
I don't know what you Gator. What did Faria have for lunch, and why are we hearing all about it? I knew there was something going on there. I know the Jets stink, but geez, Nick. I mean, your reporting doesn't have to smell that bad either. Good Lord.
I don't know what it is. I think I just got my cover on the mic side.
I can't help myself. All right. Let me say this before we talk about more aspects of this game. It is a football Friday. We are stepping up our daily raffles on Fridays. I have a signed Wayne Corbett jersey up for grabs for one lucky listener at the end of the show. You have to gift the channel membership to the community or send in a $10 super chat to qualify. Shout out to Zach Tendler. He's the first to enter our Corbett raffle at the end of the show. And shout out to a bunch of Asmaniacs and a bunch of Jet fans I saw that were at the Jet event they did tonight in the UK. Wayne Corbett is among the Jet alumni that made the trip across the pond. So saw some cool pictures of Jet fans with Wayne Corbett, among others, that made the trip. I met Wayne last year in London. He came to the event we did the night before. So cool to see Wayne back for the second straight year. Nick, I want to talk about the possibility of Steve Wilks getting Robert Saleh if the Jets defense doesn't show up. Right, a year ago, Saleh got fired after the debacle in London against the Vikings. Here we are a year later. If the Jets defense goes out there and they look inept again after a players-only meeting, do you think Steve Wilks could be the guy that ultimately takes the fall?
No, and I don't think we're going to see any of those kinds of firings, at least at this point in the Aaron Glenn tenure, not in year one, because for him, he wanted to push stability. He wanted to push this idea that he was bringing a stabilizing force, stabilizing coaching staff on both sides of the ball. You destroy that possibility, even if you fire a coach that has not been up to snuff, at least at this point. There's a lot of issues with this defense, but you fire Steve Wilks now, and it's going to be very hard to find a defensive coordinator that's going to want to come in and coach under Aaron Glenn.
I just think Glenn needs to be more involved in his defense.
That's certainly fair. I do think he is somewhat involved, though, because they're running man plenty of times. It's not like they're not running man an unusual amount. Aaron Glenn's calling card is manning and blitzing, being physical. They've tried to do that. It's just not really working right now.
I mean, what does this team do well right now on defense?
Not a single thing. Not a single thing. They can't get off the field on third down. They don't turn the football over. They don't force mistakes. They don't get after the quarterback. They don't do really anything right at this point.
All right. That's encouraging. Offensively.
I wish there was something I could tell you and say, well, they do this right, that right, this right, that right. You guys know I'd love to be positive when there's a chance to be positive. But they haven't shown anything. Like, I'm far more positive about the Jets' offense. The fact that their running game is the third best group in the league. The fact that we have seen Tanner Engstrand perform at a high level, get the offense looking competent to start games. Their opening drives, they've scored only field goals, and we want to see touchdowns. But that's still progress from last season where they would fall behind consistently week in every week. So I look at Tanner Engstrand and I see a plan on offense. I do not see a plan on defense.
Let's talk about Breece Hall. He spoke with London reporters earlier, was asked about the trade rumors, and he said, quote, "I want to be here. I love being a New York Jet. At the end of the day, I don't control what goes on. I only control what I do on the field and how I handle my business off the field." Is Breece Hall on this team after the trade deadline?
No, I don't think so. I think it's only a matter of time before they do ship him. I don't know of any teams that are going to be willing right now to trade for a player like that on an expiring contract, but there's going to be a contender over the next couple of weeks that's going to get aggressive. And if you're the Jets, it's not just Breece Hall that I think you consider moving. I think it's Quincy Williams. I think you look at some of the corners, you look at some of this, look at some of that. Any player with an expiring deal that's going to see playing time down the stretch should be in contention to be moved at this point, because what good is it to have Breece Hall here if he's just going to walk in free agency anyway? If you let Breece Hall walk and you don't trade him, there's a chance to get a compensatory pick. But they're going to have $62 million in cap space. If Breece Hall gets $12 million per year, you may lose that comp pick because you sign a different player. Maybe they sign an edge rusher for $20 million. Maybe they sign another receiver. Whatever happens, you could lose out on the comp pick in 2027 if you let Breece Hall walk in free agency. If you deal him now, you're clearly not going to be in playoff contention. If you deal him now, you essentially get a set asset for the 2026 draft, which I think will be very talented. I still think they're going to have the pick of their litter at quarterback. So if you bring all of that together, it really doesn't make sense to keep him on the roster every single time you lose now.
Well, the pushback would be, what if you want to keep him? Like, he's a really good player still. He's having a nice season. You're going to have, in all likelihood, a rookie quarterback. Why not give that rookie quarterback a really good running game, which at the bare minimum, at times, the Jets have been able to run the football very well this year.
I'm not disagreeing with any of that thought process, but the idea is your young and talented offensive line is going to be much better next season. Another year together, get that camaraderie, get that consistency. We have seen really good offensive lines in the NFL make average running backs look great. Javonte Williams, I'm sorry, he's not an elite player, but he's looking like one with the Dallas Cowboys, because when this group is healthy, they're one of the better offensive lines in football, and they're young. I kind of look at that in the same similar mindset as the Jets. Instead of paying Breece Hall $12, $14 million per year, you can give and sign and have young running backs that are very capable of running behind this offensive line that may not be of Breece Hall's talent, but are still able to put up his kind of production.
I don't even know if he would get that much. Like, that's not what the running back market is. Like, Breece hasn't scored a touchdown yet this year.
If it's a fourth, if it's a third, this is
a third. I'll do it probably. I don't want to trade Breece Hall for like a 5th round pick.
I wouldn't either, and I think a third or a fourth is probably where the asking price will be.
I do it for a third because they don't have their third this year because Joe Douglas traded it for Hassan Reddick.
Yeah, it's look, there's a lot of mistakes this previous regime made, but I think a third and a fourth probably gets it done to begin with. They're going to want capital, and again, like I said, if you let him walk in free agency, you run the risk of losing him outright and losing the compensatory pick no matter what.
All right, what about other players on this team that you think could potentially be dealt?
Quincy Williams is an easy bet for me. I know he's hurt right now, but once he gets fully healthy, he's still a really good linebacker. And he's on an expiring contract. He's going to be a free agent. You are not signing 2 linebackers to make over $9 million a year. No team in the NFL does it. It would be very, very foolish for the Jets to be the first to do so. So I think Quincy Williams is another one that could be moved going into that trade deadline spot. You look, I know I saw Elijah Fair-Tucker's name on there. I don't think that's going to happen. No team's going to want to trade for him just because he's going to be a free agent next year. That's not how this works at all.
Who said that?
I know there was a couple of people. Who was it? An NFL. I'm trying to remember who said it. I read it.
If there's an NFL reporter who suggested that a team is going to acquire AVT, who's out the entire year and is a free agent at the end of the year, that person should not be allowed to be credentialed for anything. They should be locked up in an institution if it's their job, paid to cover football. And they suggested that AVT would be a trade candidate. Maybe they misspoke and meant John Simpson is a free agent.
Very, very well could be. Again, I'm trying to remember exactly who said it, and I can't. I read it last week. But I think the only 2 guys that are going to be dealt or could be dealt are Hall and Williams. That's about it to me. Everyone else, the market isn't really that high at this point. And I do think, you talk about John Simpson and even AVT, there's reason why you may want to keep those guys. You may want to re-sign them. So don't give away the rights to either player at this point. But Williams, Hall, it's really hard for me to say they have futures with this organization beyond 2025, and it makes them easy trade targets.
What about Quentin Williams?
No, I don't see that happening. I know the guarantee is what it is, and they're going to have to rework the deal, but restarting at linebacker is a lot different than restarting at defensive tackle. He is still one of the better interior defenders in the NFL. And if you trade him, you're essentially saying we're kicking off a bones rebuild where we're starting from scratch. And I don't think that's necessary. I think you have him on the contract. You keep him on this deal. You try to restructure it here and there. I just don't see a path. I don't see it making sense to open up another massive need at defensive tackle when you already have to find a second one. Instead of having to find just one, why would you create a need to have to force yourself to find two or three?
I would not trade him at the deadline. It's at least a conversation, though, in the offseason, because that's how bad things are right now. And if you are going to do like a full reset, you could probably get a first and then some for Quentin if you were to consider it.
I just don't think it's worth it. I think if you want to have a top interior defender on your team, and they have that in Quentin. They don't have an edge rusher right now. I just don't see. I don't like the idea of a team that does have talent with Sauce and does have talent with Garrett Wilson and the offensive line, essentially giving up, excuse me, and creating a weakness at defensive tackle even more than it already is.
I agree with that. I just think it's an uncomfortable conversation because of how bad this season has gone. I mean, Nick, let's say they don't win this game Sunday. Where are the wins coming from here? And don't tell me, they'll beat New Orleans and then they'll beat Buffalo when they're not playing any of their starters to finish 2-15. And then I got to listen to Aaron Glenn be like, we ended the year strong. It's all about 2026 now. Like, they got to win some games before teams completely check out. I don't care what they do in December. Win some games coming up. Where are the wins coming from?
It's hard. Maybe Cincinnati, maybe Cleveland. If Lamar Jackson isn't back from Baltimore and they're still banged up, it's really hard to find where this win is coming from, at least right now.
Another very encouraging perspective from you, Nick. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Like, listen, you guys know that I prefer to be on the positive side, but what have they shown this year that shows anything to be positive?
Ladies and gentlemen, Vinny is positive. He has entered our Wayne Corbett jersey raffle, signed jersey raffle at the end of the show. He signed himself up. He became a channel member. So, Vinny, you're in. Zach Tendler is in. We got 2 people entered so far. So if you want to win a signed Wayne Corbett jersey, now is the time to gift the membership or send in a super chat. If you have a question for Nick, write it in. We will answer those. Plus, we will do Jet Broncos over-unders for the upcoming game on Sunday. Now, Nick, you're not going to be there. What is the Nick Faria routine for an early morning kickoff? What will you be doing covering the game, but not being across the pond for a 9:30 kick?
Probably I'll wake up around 7, have the inactive list ready to go, and then just sitting back watching football. I'll probably have 2 or 3 TVs on, see what we can discern and look through. I'm going to be on Play Like a Jet after the game as well, so there's some tendency, there's some consistency, and just continuing to watch some football for the rest of the day.
Very nice, very nice. The pain for Jet fans, it ends before 1 o'clock, and then we just mope around and sulk the rest of the day. I'll be live, folks, for the post-game show right after the game Sunday as well, so tune into that. Another reminder as well, we have our 3 prizes in this week's raffle. It's the Justin Fields signed jersey, a Sauce Gardner signed jersey, and a Bart Scott, who's in London, by the way, hanging out with Jet fans there, a Bart Scott Can't Wait signed jersey. Those are the top prizes in our raffle this upcoming week. All right, Nick, let's do some over-unders for the Jets and the Broncos. These are all courtesy of our presenting sponsor, FanDuel Sportsbook. We told you the line for the game, as things currently stand, has the New York Jets as a 7-point underdog. You can get the Jets on the money line if you think they're going to win outright at plus 290. Now, let's do some over-unders. We'll start with some passing stats. Before we do that, though, Nick, I will update you on how you did last week. A great week. You went 18-11 with all your picks, which is outstanding. That has you at 36-25 overall this season, which is a season winning percentage of 59%. So if anyone has taken all your plays, they'd be up money right now as you're hitting at a 59% clip. Not too shabby. Now we can't hear you, so that's also a problem.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, and you're not farting still, so that's good.
Maybe I should start betting. If I'm getting having that much success, might as well do it, right?
You bounced back. You were 4-10 for the Bills game. We didn't have a show with you for the Bucs game. 14-4 for the Miami game. 18-11 for the Cowboys game. So here we go. Let's see if you could stay hot for the Jets and the Broncos across the pond. We'll start with passing yards. Here are the quarterback passing yards over at FanDuel. Justin Fields over under 188.5 passing yards.
I'm gonna say over. I don't like the matchup against Surtain, but I do think Denver creates a big lead and forces them to throw the football.
So they have a big lead. You think it's going to be what the Jets do better than really any team I've ever seen. The garbage time Kings will be at it again.
Exactly.
Okay, how about Bo Nix? His over-under set at 226.5.
I'm going to go under. I think he'll get to 200, but probably like 219, 220.
Okay, Bo Nix going under. How about passing touchdowns? Justin Fields, his over-under set at 1.5. Would you go over or under on Fields touchdowns thrown?
Under.
Yikes. All right. Bo Nix, same number. Over,
same number.
under.
Wow.
1.5.
I'll go over on that one. I think we'll get to 2 touchdowns.
So you have Bo Nix throwing 2. Do you have Fields throwing a touchdown or no?
I have Fields doing his normal thing. Throwing 1, running 1.
Okay, throwing 1, running 1. Fantastic. All right. Wide receiver yards now. Here we go. We'll go through a bunch of these. Garrett Wilson, we start with him. Over under 55.5.
Look at the numbers he has against Patrick Surtain. Hasn't really had it, and quite frankly, I think he'll still be under in this matchup.
It's just this is the type of game that's going to be really tough because you got Surtain covering Garrett. Who else could step up? That's a big question. All right, Cortland Sutton next up on the list here. Over under set at 61.5.
I'll take the over on that one. I think Sutton's gonna have a big game.
Mason Taylor, who had a nice game last week against the Cowboys, a bunch of targets. He's been a bright spot in a season from hell. Mason Taylor over under 35.5 yards.
I'll take the over. I'll take the over on that one. I like that matchup.
Troy Franklin, the Oregon Duck, catching passes from his former college teammate. Over under 39.5 yards.
I'll take the under.
Over under Marvin Mims, 27.5 yards.
I'll take the over on that. I'll think he'll have one big play for like 30, 32, and that'll be it.
I like that one as well. Breece Hall, over under 29.5 yards.
I'll take that. I think that's easy money.
You're going over with Breece?
Yep.
Now, last week, Breece Hall, let's see how many receiving yards he finished with. He finished with 42, so he would have hit that last week. I like this as well. I'd go Breece Hall over 29.5. Evan Ingram, tight end for the Broncos, 22.5 over under.
Easy over. Easy over.
Yeah, this is probably one of the best bets you can make. RJ Harvey, over under 12.5 yards.
Yeah, I think that's an easy one. I don't trust anything the Jets defense is doing.
Josh Reynolds, over under 16.5 receiving yards.
I'll take the over. I think a 20-yard completion's in the mix.
So this is a correlated over for me because if you're going to go under on Garrett, someone has to get these yards.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
We know Lazard's out. Not that he's ever really in anyway, but Josh Reynolds over 16.5.
Absolutely.
All right. We did receiving. How about rushing yards now? Here we go. Let's start with Breece. Breece Hall's over under. This was my best bet last week, and that went over, which was good, as did Garrett. So that I think 2-1 with the picks I gave out on the show. Breece Hall over 68.5. That is his rushing prop. Your thoughts?
I'm going to go under. They did a really good job against Saquon last week. The Broncos defensive line did, and they're much better against the run than the Cowboys. I think Hall's going to have a tough game.
J.K. Dobbins over under 68.5.
I'm going to stick on the under there as well. I think the Jets defense will bounce back in some ways. I do think that we're due for a better defensive performance than we've seen in recent weeks. I think they'll be much better against the run. I'll take the under.
Going with the under. All right, let's see this next one for you on the screen. Let's do Justin Fields now. Over under 41.5 rushing yards.
I'll take under, but barely. Probably like 38, 39, maybe even just hitting 40 rushing yards.
R.J. Harvey over under 31.5 rushing yards.
I'll take the over.
Bo Nix over 21.5 over under.
I'm gonna take the under.
I think this is over. He makes one long run with his legs.
He always does, but what's a long run? It could be 18, could be 15 yards. We'll see.
Couple quarterback sneaks, and we're there. I'd go over on that. All right, this is an interesting one. We haven't done one of these, but FanDuel is offering it, so we'll get your thoughts. Players to record a sack. Nick Bonito, who I believe leads the NFL in sacks, is minus 130, but I'd be surprised if he didn't get at least one. Will McDonald plus 124 is the favorite for the Jets among their players. Quinnen's plus 188. Jonathan Cooper plus 148. Zach Allen plus 182. This is not an over or an under. This is just give us your thoughts. Who are you most confident in here to have a sack?
I don't think he's on the list right now, but Jawan Briggs. Give me Jawan Briggs to get a sack in this game. I think the Jets pass rush is going to be a little bit better than it has been. I think he'll be a nice sneaky bet.
All right, let's do a anytime touchdown bet, Nick. Who is finding the end zone? And I'll tell you the odds, and we will see if you still like it.
All right. Well, first I want to do Josh Reynolds. That's an easy one.
Josh Reynolds plus 500 for an anytime touchdown.
I think Reynolds is going to be a big one. I'll take Franklin as an anytime touchdown.
Troy Franklin is plus 250.
I still think it's time for Mason Taylor. I think it's a safe bet no matter what now that he's picking it up.
Plus 300.
And Justin Fields anytime.
Justin Fields always a safe anytime. He's at plus 250.
I think those are the four I'll give you.
I like Brees anytime this week. It's plus 160. Just playing the law of averages. We played 5 games. He hasn't scored a touchdown yet.
It seems like he's due, and that's a really good bet as well. It just comes down to what this Denver defense looks like. They've been fantastic for pretty much all the entire year.
All right, over under 1.5 turnovers by the Jets.
Over
under half a turnover forced by the Jet defense.
Over. I think this is the day they get a turnover.
How an interception, a fumble recovery? How did we do it?
Any way possible. If it's special teams that forces a fumble and you pick it up, I think it's going to happen.
Now, Nick, I'm going to play you a short clip. I want your thoughts as someone who's also a married man.
We literally can't even fall on a fumble. I mean, my wife accidentally falls on my dick one time a week, and we can't fall on a fumble?
Holy shit already. Will you stop it with the bad language?
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Something else, man. Something else. I've got nothing for you on that one.
It's tough to be a Jet fan, Nick.
It's listen, I do think the turnover drought ends, but good God. I feel for Mr. Bonesy. Let's just put it that way.
Nick, always a pleasure. Appreciate you hopping on.
Of course, buddy. Always.
Ladies and gentlemen. All right, sure. Hold on. We didn't get your final prediction for the game. I didn't ask you.
28-17 Broncos. That'll be I'm sorry. I feel bad. I'm usually the positive guy, but it's hard to feel positive at this point for this team right now.
28-17. Nick, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Jets reporter Nick Faria. All right, open phone lines for those of you who want in. We only have 2 people entered in our signed Wayne Corbett jersey raffle. So I'm going to gift 5 myself right now to the community. If you want a gifted membership, here's what you need to do. You need to hit the like button. You need to be subscribed to the channel. We got almost 400 people watching live right now, but only 119 likes. So the math is not mathing, folks. I'm going to give 5 memberships, all right? Give people 10 seconds right now. And after that, membership shall be gifted. And if you get a membership from me, you're entered in the raffle to win a Corbett jersey. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Ladies and gentlemen, memberships have been gifted by yours truly. The following 5 listeners are now channel members: Zalix, Chef, 3MC, Jets, Flight Plan, Furniture Guy, all receiving memberships. We will enter each of them in the Asmaniac raffle. Let me remind people that if you want to call into the show, especially if you're a first-time caller, you do get a raffle ticket as well. You get 2 of them, so a little extra incentive for you to join the show, make your debut, give us your Jet take, or whatever else is on your mind. We're going to take your calls coming up. But first, man with a rake has just gifted a membership. He is in the Asmaniac raffle for 1. Mike Cruiser is the recipient of said membership there. All right, let's get to some calls. First up today is Sean, who starts us off. Hello, Sean.
Hey, Jake, how you doing?
I'm living the dream, Sean. How are you?
I know we're all living the dream. You know, I think we're a closet masochist at this point. But I really want to say that I'm the first time caller. Can I get a raffle ticket? No, it's fine. No, you know I'm not a first time.
Sean, you're off to something.
Jake, I know you wouldn't forget me, so I know you wouldn't fall for that bullshit. But
I almost did, Sean. I didn't recognize you at first.
Really?
No, I'm just
Shades.
kidding.
I'm the Shades man. Oh, Mr. Fitzpatrick, you call me. But
yeah, I saw you on TV last night with your shirt off.
Patrick. Yeah, remember that? Man, I was fucking beating on my chest like a fucking gorilla. Remember that?
Hey, it's a family show, Ryan.
Oh, sorry. A freaking gorilla.
Much better.
All right. Yeah, I gotta start with the FU things. I'm trying to work on it. I went to church the other Sunday. But I basically want to say that this team is so disappointing, man. So disappointing. I bought the yearbook. You know, I bought the yearbook.
Are you always going to remember this year fondly?
You know what? I want a strong ending. A weak beginning and a strong ending. Like, let's say we, like, half the year we're, like, struggling. And then the ending of the year, you know, after the bye week, we start winning and winning and winning. Then yeah, you know, I could feel better about it. And JJ coming back, that's awesome. JJ, I love JJ, man. If he wasn't injury prone, I'm not saying he's injury prone yet, but you know, he doesn't play that much. He would be like a top, I think 10 defensive end, I think, because he's just like, man, he's really good. You know, people don't they don't.
Hey, Sean, can we see what's in your fridge? Sean, New Q wants to know.
You want to see what's in my fridge?
Absolutely.
All right. You guys, man, I love you guys. All right, I gotta wash the fridge, so don't judge me. All right.
Oh, absolutely not. We just want to see.
All right. It's not much. Okay. It's you know, water, filtered water, almond milk, Prego, carrots. Gotta go with carrots. The cheese and you know assortments.
Where do you keep the
I gotta
beer?
clean it out. I keep the beer in the freezer, but it's all gone because I drank it all.
Oh
So-
wow! How many you put down today, Sean?
I only put down see, I don't want you I don't put this out as like I'm a drunk or anything. I usually take like 2 days apart. I only call in really when I am drinking.
I notice.
Because when I'm sober, I'm miserable, fucking miserable. But anyway, like when I'm drinking, I can open up and try to, be more not alert. Because no, I'm not more alert.
Alert.
I'm totally not more,
Green 19.
alert.
Green 19 out.
Maybe we should get the team to drink before the game. Like take a couple of shots.
I suggested that. I said they should hang out at one of the London pubs all week. Screw practice. Every time they say they have a good week of practice, they get their asses kicked.
But they might actually win because they're looser, But
I agree.
Because they seem too tight and too retentive. No takeaways. Like we're the only team in the NFL with no takeaways.
Do you think Glenn should suggest maybe a little pregame shot before they hit the field?
Yeah, maybe it loosens them up. Because it seem like they're overthinking. They're overthinking stuff. Should I jump on the ball? I don't know. Should I jump on it?
Can you teach us how to fall on a fumble, Sean? Do you have a football?
Yeah, I could teach you guys. NFL football upstairs.
Yeah, grab a football and show us how to dive on a fumble properly.
Oh man, you're gonna make me do this beast thing.
Well, Beast always gives us an excellent breakdown. I figured you could do it too.
Thing. I don't want to give any content to I don't know, man.
We're trying to inspire here. We're an 0-5 football team.
All right, you want me to go upstairs and get my football?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my God, Jake! I'm only doing this for you.
What we're trying to do, Sean, is manifest a turnover because I don't think the Jets can win Sunday unless they at least force one, if not two. Denver's that much better. We got to give the offense a short field.
I get it, and I predicted that the Broncos would win 30-16.
Right.
So I don't have faith. I don't have faith no more. All right. This is my football. See all these jerseys I bought for nothing, man. Because I'm not wearing them.
Well, maybe you should put one on right now.
I don't wear losers' teams.
I see you got a Will McDonald jersey. Put that on. He's a defensive player.
Yeah, but it's 99. It's not
okay.
Yeah.
We're still trying to manifest a turnover here. All right, put the jersey on. Then you'll fall on a fumble. And hopefully that is a positive manifestation of the Jets being able to do it. Sean, we have no choice. We got to do everything possible here. We're 0-5.
I'm 47. You got me running around with I'm a teenager. All right.
I would do it. A Beast does it. We all got to make sacrifices here.
All right. Where is that football? You see, that's how I'm not into football.
Neil once humped a jersey to get us a win. Then he stopped doing it. We haven't won since.
All right, I'm gonna hump the Sauce jersey.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, put the Sauce jersey on. We could really use a turnover from him.
No, you want me to hump the jersey?
No, I want you to fall on a fumble. Don't hump a jersey.
All right, hold on. All right, I'm gonna put the jersey on.
Yep, jersey first, then fall on football.
Okay. You got me acting like a puppet, man. All right. I got the jersey on. All right. With the white
the football?
Sunglasses. All right. Football. I know it's here, man. All right, I know
you're like the Jets.
Here.
You can't find the football. Neither can they.
I know. Where's the football, man? I know I have the football. I swear, man, this is weird. I just had the football earlier.
Hey, let me bring on my my other head coach here, Beast. Where do you
I
think the football is?
and then my back gave out.
Hey, Beast, where's his football?
Gave out.
What are you talking about, Beast?
Gave out.
You know where the bottom part of your extremities are at?
We're talking about football, Beast, not your back. Where's Sean's football?
Oh,
man, where is it?
Right down here.
I know I have the football. Damn it.
That's like having. Yeah, well, I tell you, that feels like having a goddamn sledgehammer being rammed into that spot.
Nobody knows what you're talking about, Beast.
But hey, congratulations on you guys.
What the?
You think you're gonna find this football, Sean? No.
I'm trying to find the football, Jake.
Hey, do you live walking distance somewhere to get a football? I don't want you to drive right now in your state.
No, I don't drive when I'm drunk. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, that's not it.
All right, I might have to order you a football.
Jacket.
Okay.
Oh, here
I'll
it is.
order
I
you a
found it,
football.
Jake.
Oh, we found it. Even better.
I found the football, Jake.
Great. Excellent.
All
Here
right.
we go.
All right, so this is the football.
All right. Now position your camera so we can see the ball on the ground. Jump on the football. All right, and recover it.
Okay. All right, here we go, Jake. All right, I'm gonna drop the football, and now I'm gonna recover the football. All right.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
All right,
How
now
long did that take?
Yeah, it was quick.
All right.
Let's manifest. We need more than one turnover on Sunday.
Okay. All right.
Ready? Roll the football and then jump on it.
All right.
If you got to cover it, no, like you're gonna have bodies on you. You gotta understand that people jumping on the ball too. You gotta really wrap it.
You want me to like jump on? Yeah, but then I'll drop the phone. All right. All right. Ready?
Go ahead. Cover it up.
I got it.
All right. Now that we got the feel for it, do it one more time. All right.
Oh,
and
dude, man, Jake. All right. I feel like a dancing monkey. All right. All right, Jake. One more time. All right.
Yep.
For you.
Here we go.
Not for everybody else. All right.
There we go. Let's go, Sean. We're getting a win on Sunday, and we're recovering a fumble. Hit it, AG.
Let's go.
Let's go. That's how it's done. Well done, Sean. That's greatness right there. Couple super chats to catch up on. And then we'll have Ariel Nash join us for this week's Bites and Breakdown segment. Mimosa with a 50 spot. She wrote in earlier, Bonesy is the best. See, Bonesy's wife could stumble upon a fumble. Sean just recovered a fumble. That's what we need. We're taking matters into our own hands. Let's go. Rick Kent in the house. Is anyone going to be elevated from the practice squad to replace the corpse of Alan Lazard? I'd imagine someone would, Rick. It's probably Tyler Johnson, though. I don't even think they would necessarily elevate someone. Remember, Tyler Johnson was inactive last week and Lazard was active. So I think Tyler Johnson just takes his spot on the roster, and it's Garrett, it's Reynolds, it's Arian Smith, Tyler Johnson. Those are probably your receivers. Big fella says Beast is great at getting fumbles with all his practice getting the golden snitch from playing Quidditch. Love you, Beast. Hey, Beast, can you teach us about Quidditch?
I don't play that shit. Sunday, it's do or you die. Win or you go home. So put up or you shut up. Now the time has come. 0-5 is going to be a memory of the past come Sunday. We'll be 1-6. Sure, we're going to look like shit still, but who cares anyway? One win I want to see. And I mean,
one win, we'd be 1-5.
Yeah, 1-5. I don't care. I just want to see a win, God damn it. I'm sick
All right,
and tired.
why don't we do this, Beast? We just worked on recovering a fumble for the defense. Why don't we manifest an interception?
I don't want to see Aaron do it. I don't want to see that. You know that video.
Hey, I want an interception now. We did fumble recovery drills. Show the Jets who are watching from London how to intercept the pass. All right, intercept and run it back. We saw the Giants do it last night. It helped spirit their victory. We need an interception.
He's going to take it. What a touchdown. And look at this. He's skydiving in the end zone. Look at this. He's skydiving, baby. Look at that. Where's he going? Hello, baby.
All right, now I need you to be Sauce Gardner intercepting a pass, all right?
Look at this. Look, pick 6 to it. Sauce dives. Sauce just dives in the end zone, and he taking a good one. Woohoo!
There's no way we can't win on Sunday. Now, I'm doing my part here, folks. You find me a show that's able to give you that. Andrew C. checks in. He's in the raffle for 2. Andrew says, silly me. I thought being an Asmaniac meant picking each other up when the team is unable. We don't run into the open arms of Daniel Jones Gorman. Very disappointed in him. For those who missed the stunning developments over the last couple days, Charles Gorman claims to no longer be a Jets fan.
My fellow New York Jets fans, it is about time I come and tell you, consider the fact that the New York Jets continue to give us the same abominable product year in and year out, I'm officially boycotting this fucking franchise. I have chosen to adopt the Indianapolis Colts as my team this year because they're playing very good football, they're listening to their coach, they're not making stupid decisions. There are certain fans of mine that are calling me a traitor, but guess what? I don't care. I'm a grown-ass man. For anyone, including my friend Jake Asman, tough titties. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.
Fraud. Absolute fraud. All right, as bad as the Jets are, we're all sick in the head. We'd never leave. Fraud. All right. We'll get back to your calls, but right now, it's time for this week's Bites and Breakdown.
Olive oil sports, she's the queen of the line. Football and flavor, she's cooking up hot. You love the Jets, you'll love her too. She's got a touchdown recipe just for you.
All right, Ariel. So for those new to the show, Ariel has a YouTube channel, a TikTok, Instagram. It's called Olive Oil Sport, where she reviews a food item that is themed around the Jets' opponent that week. And then after talking about said food item and eating it on the air and all that, she then actually breaks down the Jets matchup. But this is an interesting one because you could do something Denver related, but they're in London. So did you do something Bronco themed, or did you go with something for where the game is being played across the pond?
So I did a combo. I have it right here. I'm in New York right now. I'm in upstate, hence the new background as well. So
Love the Jet stuff.
Thank you. Yes, I know. I was like, I'm home. Let me get everything out of the basement and bring it up. Okay. So for London representing, this is toast with beans because this is a very common thing that they eat in London for breakfast. And then to represent Denver, I got green chili and I mixed them up. Not my most appetizing thing that looks, definitely not as yummy as Texas Roadhouse, but yeah, I toasted up some white bread and mixed some beans and then a can of salsa verde and hatch green chilies. So that's my lovely Denver/London crossover representing.
I like it. Have you ever been to London before?
Have I been to London?
Yes.
I've never been to London, but I have been to Denver and I loved it. Great green chili.
I've never been to Denver, but I have been to London.
Been to London.
I thought you were going to go with fish and chips, but what you did, I like. You were able to tie it together perfectly.
I love fish and chips, but I try to like be like creative and fun. So I'm like, all right, what can I do? Not my most delicious concoction, I must say, but still, we got it representing. I have some also Denver plus London food facts for you guys.
Oh, let it rip. Let's go.
Okay. So first I have cheeseburger was invented in Denver at the Humpty Dumpty Drive-In. And I've not been to there, but I have been to the place in New Haven, Connecticut, where the first hamburger was invented. So that's one. And then I've also been in Denver. That's where Chipotle started. Fun fact. So yes.
I did know that.
Yeah. So, and I've been to their original one. It's right near the University of Denver campus. And it's super small and cute, but I love listening to how businesses start. So I listened to a whole entire thing about how Chipotle got started. And the guy was trying to save up for a Michelin star restaurant, I'm pretty sure it was. And so he started Chipotle to fund that. And then it just took off and he grew that. So those are my Denver facts. And then I have for London, I have facts about how it's, they have the baked beans and stuff for the breakfast, but I have a good breakfast place to go near the stadium. If any of you guys are in London right now, from my research, I found that a place called, Forks and Beans, it's 9 minutes from where the Jets are playing. So if you're hungry for some beans and toast, head up there.
and then it will go right through you, like potentially the Denver offense goes right through the New York Jets on Sunday.
Oh my gosh, this is quite the matchup. I was saying I really tried to be like positive. Last week I was so negative and it did not feel like me. I was just so upset, but I am kind of picking the Jets, even though everything I look at and all of my takes have nothing that would show that the Jets are gonna win this game. But we can't be 0-6. Like it can't happen.
What are you going to do if they are 0-6?
I mean, probably just have another day because that's probably what
I mean, is it going to feel that much different at this point?
No, I mean, I'm visiting my family. So what I've come back home to visit for the London game the past few years when they played. So, I mean, I'm going to be eating my bagels and lox and being happy with my family. So
What time would the game have started it? Because you're based in Arizona, right? So is that
Yeah,
Central? No, that's West time zone, Pacific?
Yeah, right now it's West. So it would have been 6:30, but right now I'm in New York. So I'm 9:30 a.m.
There you go. You'll be able to get up with the rest of us on the East Coast here. Good
Yes.
Lord.
Oh my gosh, I know. I'm still excited. I might go. It depends on the weather. So if it's raining Monday, I might after the game go pumpkin picking. So it's gonna be a good day either way. But yeah, these Jets, man, it's not good.
If they do win, who's the
Yeah.
biggest X factor in them winning, or what has to happen for them to win? Did you like how I tried to manifest turnovers with having Sean and Beast demonstrate how to recover a fumble and intercept a pass?
Loved it. No, that's like absolute need. We need to get like a turnover. I'm like, Sauce, you want to pick two, right? Maybe that would be awesome. I feel like that's honestly our biggest one. I think Jermaine being back is huge too. Get the pass rush up a little more. So hopefully, I'm so nervous just because like Dobbins has been doing so great for them too. And I keep saying, I'm like, I'd love our defense to step up, but we haven't seen it. So it's very hard for me to say, oh, yeah, this is the week. I think, are they having Brownlee play this week? Is he going to be at nickel?
He actually played last week, but he didn't play a lot of snaps. I think he plays a lot more this week.
Oh, dang. Okay. Yeah. I think if he is very active in playing, then maybe it could be good. Maybe he can get a pick. I'm not sure. I haven't shown so hard when you watch it. I'm like, we got no fumbles. This defense, Nick Bonito, I saw this, has the same amount of sacks than the Jets have all season.
And the Jets, they had 4 sacks week 1, and they really have had only 2 true sacks since, because the one last week was for no gain.
Yeah, that was like not even a sack. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Brees has been having like, besides the fumble, which like it was just a very good play by Dallas, honestly. He had a really good running game. So if we can keep getting that going and actually score when we drive down the field, then you just have to stop this offense. And I don't think that's that hard to do for most teams. But for our defense, it seems to be quite impossible watching them. So I'm like, just stop missing the tackles. I don't know.
That'd be nice.
I don't know. I'm like, yeah, like tackle, just do your job, maybe. Like, just like play like linebacker, you know?
Now, there is a comment here from Bobby Midnight. And as 25 pointed out, a woman on a stream is like the bat signal for Bobby. But he wrote in, "Hi, Ariel, you forgot to put the egg on top of the beans."
Are there normally eggs on top of the beans? I did not see that.
Well, would you like to talk to Robert Midnight here and get the real story?
I mean, sure, yeah.
All right. Fair warning in advance. Here we go. Bobby?
I'm going to be paid myself. Hi, Aria.
Hey, how you doing?
Yes, my friend's wife is from England, and she puts the fried egg, and she puts the beans in on the toast, too.
Okay, love
she made us that one time, yeah.
Dang.
Her name's Jane. She's a very good cook. She's from England, so.
Jane. All right, let's go, Jane. Yeah, I do make a really good fried egg. I'm not gonna lie, that's one of my claim to fames. I am
like runny too. She likes it runny
with the yolk. No, yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I am getting my favorite food right after this. I'm getting fried chicken and waffles. We're driving to Saratoga.
All right.
Yeah, that's really my favorite food in the entire world. Hattie's, if you guys are anywhere near Saratoga, go there.
Saratoga. My friend Bad Dog lives up near Saratoga.
Oh yeah, yeah, I love
Yeah.
it up there. But they have the best fried chicken and waffles ever, and the best honey butter. That's like my. If you guys can't tell, I am obsessed with food. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's like my favorite type of food. Southern.
Enjoy.
Yes, Patty's Chicken Shack. Yeah, we know what's up. These are the New
It's
Yorkers.
nice meeting you, Jake. I was well behaved today.
You were, Bob. You were.
I'm music.
J-O-B, job.
Thank you, Bob. You survived your first Bobby Midnight experience, Ariel, so you're really becoming a full asmaniac here. Just
I'm
tremendous.
so happy. No, I watch him on your show. I'm like, great. We know Bobby. We love him.
All right. Well, give us a score prediction. I know you said you're picking the Jets. Last week you didn't. Now you're back to being positive again, trying to manifest a win. We'll get you out of here with a score pick for the game.
I have 2017 Jets. I keep saying, I'm like, let's have the defense step up. Bo Nix is not, I mean, he is good, but their offense isn't like built for this crazy, like just high scoring game. They just win games because their defense is incredible. So, I mean, if our defense was stepped up a little bit, we could have won some games. So I don't think I saw really quickly, there's like, we are averaging scoring around the same as the Broncos. I think Broncos like 23 per game, us 22. Like, it's not that different on offense. They just have a defense that can stop the other team, which
our scoring is in garbage time, though. That's the
difference. It is in garbage time. Okay, yeah, you do have to factor that in, but like give us a win where we can. But I know there's not much positive things to say. It's such a bummer. I'm just like, bruh, can the Jets please win a game?
You should stick around and come to the Panthers game the following week because I'll be there wearing a bag on my head.
Oh, are you actually gonna wear the bag?
I'm working on it right now. I want a green and white bag to wear.
Oh my gosh. If we lose against the Panthers, listen, I love Bryce Young. I had a crazy prediction that I've had for 2 years now that 2030 is going to be a Jets Panthers Super Bowl.
2030?
2030. That's what I've said now for like 2 years.
Okay, so it's 2020. I mean, I'd sign for that right now.
I know. That's what I'm saying, guys. There's hope. Like, don't worry. I see it happening. So yeah, next week, Super Bowl preview in the next 5 years.
I'm excited. Ariel, excellent job. Where can people find all your content?
Yes. Okay. Instagram, it's oliveoil.sport. And then TikTok and YouTube, Olive Oil Sport. I post all my weekly videos for the Jets breakdown and eat way more food, way more in depth. And then TikTok, I literally just post shorts of the same thing. And then if fun things happen, then I just post and I'm like, yay, go Jets.
JD says, food critic or psychic, ?
Both. I'm telling you, 2030, remember me. It's happening.
2030. I love it. Ariel, great job. Enjoy being home for the weekend. That's awesome.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ariel Nash, Bites and Breakdown.
The practices have been damn good. They are, but
hit the like button, comments, questions, super chats. They'll cut the line. Let's get back to this one from Oregon Jets from earlier. It says, draft Dante Moore, fire Aaron Glenn, hire Mike McCarthy. Dante Moore's the quarterback from Oregon. He's in an interesting game this weekend because he's playing the Indiana quarterback, Mendoza, and those guys are potential top picks. Matt O'Leary, let's give him credit. We love Matt. Matt put together a full graphic of all the Jet quarterback college football related matchups this weekend. So here's everyone's homework for the weekend. Week 7, college football QB watch guide. Alabama versus Missouri. Ty Simpson, the Alabama quarterback. Indiana versus Oregon. That's Fernando Mendoza of Indiana versus the aforementioned Dante Moore from Oregon. That's at 3:30. These are all Eastern times. Red River Shootout. Oklahoma versus Texas. John Mateer, who's back. He was dealing with a hand injury. He was the Heisman favorite when he went down. He's back in this one, going up against Arch Manning and the Longhorns. That's at 3:30. LSU versus South Carolina, another big one for Jet fans. Garrett Nussmeier versus Lenora Sellers. Those two were like consensus top 10 picks before the year started. Nussmeier hasn't been great. I think Sellers still is thought to be a clear top 10 guy. But I think Nussmeier is still going to go in the first round too. So we'll see. But those are the guys. Sean Sharp says, love you guys. Let's win. Sean, if they win, you get full credit, man. That was a tremendous job recovering the fumble. Oscar the Grouch wrote in, Jake, if I get one more notification about Charles making a video about the Giants, I genuinely might have to unsubscribe from his channel. Charles, man. Good Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, more of your outstanding calls. Philly Noodles is next. Hello, Philly.
What up? I forgot Charles had a channel. How about that one?
He's dead to all of us now.
Yeah, I forgot he had one to begin with. I mean, I had Danny Dimes as a reliable, viable backup possibly, but I'm not gonna say let me get some Colts. That's just miserable. You just don't do that. That's just absolutely miserable. Like the Colts out of all teams, like what I mean, if he's how old is Gorman again?
Too old.
I mean, I'm 38. I remember the runs of us having to face Peyton plenty of times, and how we beat them in that one run, and that's not the team you go for. Even if you're gonna do something nasty like that, go to the NFC, pick somebody like nobody cares about. Like, you know what I mean? That's just terrible.
That's why they call him Cuck Gorman, man. Sad.
That's a nasty video, bro. Bobby shouting out, you got to put the eggs on there. I mean, we were talking about it yesterday with Dylan. No, you just don't put no beans on any plate in the morning. That's just, I'm Puerto Rican. Just don't do that. Keep the habichuelos, keep those beans for the afternoon and the night.
A lot of beans talk on the show today. And Nick was eating beans during his call. We heard that. There was a lot going on.
Parmesan bagels, beefsteak. That was wild. Remember that one? That was wild. Maybe they need that. Maybe they need to introduce. Maybe those bagels have salmon in them when they were making them in England. New York's known for bagels, but maybe they got to go overseas and eat one of those bagels to win a game. I still got to set the Browns, unfortunately, in my head. But I had an idea. I was thinking maybe this offseason, since it just could possibly feel like Fields is still a thing for next season because he's guaranteed to, or even during the bye, can he just hang out with Kevin O'Connell for a little bit? Just let it rub off whatever energy is over there, because Carson Wentz looked halfway decent. Just let him, maybe he'll have to get up and shut his alarm off in the morning in 3 seconds. Like that'll be the thing, hanging out at Kevin O'Connell's house.
Well, to your point, that's why if the Jets finish as bad as it looks like right now, they'd be picking number 1. That's the whole argument for blowing it up and getting a real offensive coach or someone established that can help develop our quarterback that we're taking.
And it would be scary. I mean, oh God. I mean, Ernst Strand, I could see a situation where if it gets that nasty next season, like let's just say, for instance, we go 3-14, 2-15. He loses the first few games next season. Enstrang is still looking pretty decent. They just promote Enstrang. I mean, it's not the worst thing that could happen.
I don't think they would I don't think they'd fire Aaron Glenn after a year and promote Tanner Enstrang.
No. I'm talking about like you go in a few games. Like let's say they get, he gets 24 games, and if he's 4-20, I mean, dude, that's
not in season, because that's the whole thing with Ulbrich, right? He still remained the play caller, and it was too much. Now you need to make someone else the head coach, and if Engstrand is good enough to still survive all that, and we want him calling plays, if you go in the next year with Aaron Glenn, you don't fire him in season. You're committed to him. Yeah. Like that's why it's like he gets this year. There's 12 games left, and make us feel better about our direction going forward. If we're going to let you oversee the first pick in the draft, that's going to be a QB that's going to make or break this franchise's next 5 to 7 years. Like they're still dealing with the effects of missing on Sam and Zach Wilson back to back.
Yeah, no, literally, like it's a systematic pushback for all the years that you get incorrect quarterbacks. It's 100% fact. I mean, Mark Sanchez, whenever he got crappy, that set them back. And then we had a couple. The Ryan, to be honest, the Ryan Fitzpatrick situation was very like, oh wow, we pulled an ace out of the deck. It was random. It doesn't happen. And again, it didn't happen again, and we've been in a drought. So yeah, I get that 100%. I don't know, man. I just want to see. I want to see if JJ can bring a little more competition to them. I mean, that players only meeting happening, that's huge. Finally, again, they're doing it again. If they really are considered, the first one happened, but I don't know, man. Just this skid has to end. Hopefully, it can be the Panthers, and it's with you guys there. I mean, I'm going to be wearing my white hat this week. I've been wearing black or green, so my white Jets hat will be on.
You're 0-2 in person, Philly, so you're not good luck right now.
I know I didn't burn anything.
I'll tell you who's the reason why the Jets suck. I don't think Will Parkinson has missed a game home or away yet, and now he's in London.
Damn.
So,
oh no, Will, get the hell out of there, bro. Just go next door. Go to Ireland. Just
Go to Ireland.
hang out in Ireland, bro. Just go to Guinness. Just drink a bunch of Guinness and watch it from there.
That's what I did last year. It was tremendous.
Hell yeah. I gotta go out there one time for sure. All right, bro.
Well, Philly Noodles, thank you
Have a good one.
for calling in and blessing us with your magic.
It's still magic, bro.
All right, more of your calls. Let's say hello to Norm. Go Jet yourself. What's up, Norm? Where have you been?
Hey man, how's it going, dude? Working, living life, man. Listen, as always, a big fan. Love your show, brother. Miss you out here in Houston. I enjoyed your show this morning, late morning, so much, and I was on hold and I couldn't get in. God dang, that was funny, dude. That dude was asking about the tickets, and the other guy who was talking slow about something. Jake, I don't know how you do it, but you do it so well that you take these calls, man, and you just live it, right? I mean, you just are in the moment with them. You're not shaming anybody, not laughing at anybody. You just kind of take it and roll with it, and it is freaking phenomenal, dude. I want to tell you that, number one.
Thank you, Norm. I apprate that. By the way, it continued off air. Big Show still emailing me, having no idea how to transfer these tickets, so it's going to be a mess.
All you got to do, man, you're on YouTube. Just when you finish this call, you have to get off. You have to create a tutorial for him personally. That's all you got to do. Please do it for him.
I tried to do it on the air. It didn't work. But,
I know. I was like, he's going through the steps. He said he wouldn't, but he's going through the steps and he's still not getting it. And it was driving me crazy. Anyways, what I wanted to call and just say one thing on the back, Aaron Glenn. It reminds me, it kind of takes me back to the one-liner that someone said a million years ago that says, the loudest guy in the room is usually the weakest guy. And when he came in, that first doggone presser, when he was announced head coach and said, oh, we're built for this stuff and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's going to be that guy. He's going to be the loudest guy, talking brash and anti-X Ryan, the total opposite. And look at us now. 0-5, about to be 0-6, probably. I've got my fingers crossed. Obviously, big time Jets fan. Not ever going to be planning on losing, but the numbers are what they are. The team is what it is right now. So it's just one of those things that's scary to me. How we could have gotten someone else. We picked him. The same old thing. DC, that was a first-time head coach, and we're kind of shaking our heads and saying, "Well, how did we get to this point?" And we know how. We know what's going on. So it's just one of those things, man. I mean. I wish it was a one and done year. I know it's not going to be because I don't want to. I don't care who it is. Hell, give me Adam Gase again. No, I'm kidding. But it's got to be something else, man. I mean, I wish it was a one and done, like I said, and I just don't feel like it's going to be. We're going to have to
win games. That's it. It won't be one and done. If they win a couple of games here, I don't think Woody's attached to this hire here. It makes him look bad if he gets rid of Glenn after a year. I think he's going to want to try and stay the course, but he's also human. And if they're 2-15, he can't. That's why they got to win some games. Salah won 4 his first year with the worst team. Can you get at least 4 wins? That's not asking for much. It's really not.
No, it's not. You're right. And my question to you is, Jake, actually, I do have another question here, is we've seen the guys that came from Bill Belichick that really didn't do much when they had their chance as a head coach. Do you know of any coaches that came under Bill Belichick or under his tutelage at all, the mentorship, that have done anything in the league? And I'll hang up and listen. And hey, love you guys. Go Jets.
Norm, appreciate you. Hope all is well in H-Town. Say hi to Alexis and everyone at the bar for me. I mean, there's been guys that have had some success, right? Bill O'Brien, people could say he wasn't successful. I mean, he made the playoffs a couple times with the Texans. His issues, and I covered those teams. So when he became the GM too, that was the problem. He was a Belichick guy. Josh McDaniels failed. Charlie Weiss failed. Mangini made the playoffs with the Jets for a year. Like there's here or there some guys. Most of the Belichick tree sucks though. The best tree is like the Sean McVay tree or the Shanahan tree. Those guys have all had a ton of success. Pete Carroll's tree is way better. Parcells' tree is way better. Andy Reid's tree is even way better. But Glenn wouldn't be a Belichick guy, right? He'd be under Dan Campbell and Sean Payton. He played for Belichick when Belichick was the Jets defensive coordinator. He played under Parcells. He never coached under him, though. Like people will say, oh, Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel never coached under Bill Belichick. He only played for him. People confuse that. Mike Vrabel is an Urban Meyer and Bill O'Brien disciple. Vrabel got his coaching start at Ohio State, and then he became an assistant under O'Brien, was the defensive coordinator, and then became the head coach of the Titans. You know what's interesting? Go look at Mike Vrabel's defense in Houston his last year. They were one of the worst in the league, similar to what Aaron Glenn went through with the Lions, right? But Vrabel was able to translate as a head coach because he was a strategist, as Robbie Sabo would say. He would get the most out of his teams. He also hired a really good staff, right? He hired 2 offensive coordinators, even though he's not an offensive guy, that ended up being head coaches. He hired Matt LaFleur. He hired Arthur Smith. Both guys got head coaching opportunities. Mike Perez checks in with the super chat. Jake, I'm smelling a win this week. For the love of God, we need one. You sure you're smelling a win? You might be smelling this.
I got gas right now. Let's not worry about winning. Let's just worry about getting the job done first before you talk.
Hey, wouldn't that be winning?
Hey, that's one. And I ordered my new cup, $6.
You ordered a Jets cup? You got ripped off on that.
Hey, someone once said, what you see is what you get. But I don't mind it.
You spent $6 on a cup?
Yeah, well, I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger, but hey, that's okay. Don't worry about it.
Is it plastic or what is it?
Yeah, it's a plastic one. It's not too bad. It has that, look there.
Has the NFL sticker on it?
That's right. What you see is what you get.
Is that a paper cup? It looks like a paper cup, though.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry.
You spent $6 on a paper cup?
Yeah, why not? My grandfather once told me these words: "What you see is what you get. Don't worry about it. Just think of it this way."
Did you just get one paper cup?
Yeah, because that's
you spent $6 on one paper cup. Does it come with the? And it's not even the new logo; it's the old logo.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to look for the other one, but they didn't have any, so it's okay.
Where'd you buy that from? Who sold you what? Where do you even get one paper cup from? Wait a second. You spent money on eBay on one paper cup?
Hey, Grandpa's always my grandfather. God bless his soul. He told me one good thing. Hey, if you make a mistake, don't worry about it. Just go back.
Show the cup again. I want to see this.
Ding ding.
Get it closer to the camera. Now spin it around.
Ding, ding.
So that is a paper cup, and you spent $6 on that.
Yeah, well,
on eBay.
And sometimes we all have our own ups and downs.
That's like a coffee cup, Beast.
Hey, coffee schmoffy. Hey, coffee to toffee, then sloffy to swafty. Enjoy.
Wait, so the cup was $1 and it was $5 for shipping? That's what Big Fella just said?
No, it's just $6 and then free shipping. Free, free shipping. But hey,
do you have the link where you bought it? I want one for myself.
Go to eBay.com.
Okay.
Look at the New York Jets cup.
What do I type in? New York Jets cup?
Ding dong. There you go. Take a picture of that and think of it in life.
You might have inspired me, Beast. I could use. I'm seeing some coffee mugs here, but I'm not seeing. Wait, I don't think this is paper, Beast. I think it's plastic.
Hey, what you see is what you get.
No, I don't think you know how to read. Do you know the difference between paper and plastic? I found your cup here. This is what you bought. Am I wrong?
Yeah. Hey, it's good enough. It's good.
So you bought a plastic cup, 16 ounces, $3?
No, $6 on eBay.
Well, no. It was $3 and then $3 for delivery. Here's your $6.
Hey, just say service with a smile. Ding.
I'm gonna see if I can get a better deal. It's gonna let me make an offer. All right, I'm gonna barter with them, Beast. I'm gonna see if I can get this bad boy for $1. All right.
Go ahead and negotiate.
All right, I'm gonna send an offer, and I'll let you know if I get it. It's gonna cost me $4.36 if the guy accepts.
Can we get some music, please? Some. Go to another caller. Please do. Thank you.
Yeah, it is.
Not that.
Hey, I'm doing the show. Shut up. You said go to another caller. God. All right, more calls right now. Say hi to Rob, the Jet fan. Hello, Rob.
Oh, shh. Hey, Jake.
Hello, Rob.
How you doing, buddy?
Fantastic.
Calling. I don't know. I'm a little annoyed, Jake, because people got to make these little side barbs. Like, I hear people calling in and saying, "Oh, you shouldn't be calling in," and the narrative be them losing all the time, the Jets. But yet, they have to end it off by, people from Glen Head calling in and being so negative, But, Jake, how are we supposed to be the way this team has been playing? The Jets have been playing so poorly. They're 0-5. They're averaging what? 6.25 points. They haven't had a touchdown in the first quarter since Pittsburgh, correct? But yet it's like people who call into the station want us to be like positive or not to be negative, but you gotta you call them as you see them, and they've been playing horribly. I mean, I'm telling you, I've seen Kotite, and this is Kotite like the way the Jets are playing. They're not playing well. They're playing.
Hold on 1 second, Rob. I'm currently in a bidding war with someone to get this cup.
Go ahead, buddy.
I think I gotta up my offer here.
Go for it.
Yep. I offered one. Beast, I might go up to $1.30. See if that gets it done.
There you go.
Yep. I'll continue, Rob. Go ahead.
Handsome glass there. But I mean, Jake, it's like people don't want you to be negative. They call in, they're gonna make these little side remarks. Oh, people call in like Glen Head, and they think that I don't watch your show, but I do. And I don't appreciate people making those little innuendos about me. I don't appreciate it. I don't single out people. I'm not naming people, but yet it's like we have to be happy for the team sucking. I'm not happy. I'm going to come in. I'm going to tell you my opinion. If I see something positive, I'll gladly say it's positive. But Jake, what have we seen that's positive so far, Jake? What have we seen?
The uniforms are pretty good.
But come on. I mean, Jake, I see it in you too. I mean, you're very frustrated. And I don't blame you. You're calling it as you see it. But people don't want you to be so negative. Oh, it's just going to be the show every single day, Jake, about, Glenn getting fired or possibly, one and done. What are you supposed to talk about? They're not playing well. I don't see any improvement. If anything, they've regressed, if anything. Correct?
Since week 1, it has gotten worse.
Okay. So what do they expect you to say, Jake? They expect you to tell bullshit and say, oh, let's give it 17 games and see what happens. And then next year, let's give it another 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 games, and then we'll see what happens. At the very minimum right now, the way that they're going, Jake, Wilkes should be canned the way he's going so far. And I'm not saying today, but I mean, within another 2 or 3 games, if the Jets are still over, if they're sitting there and they're 0-8, 0-9, would you not want a minimum maybe fire or demote your defensive coordinator and try to shake things up at the very minimum?
I'd like to see Glenn take over play calling for the defense. I would do it this week if I was him.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to shake things up. The thing about Wilkes is he's very headstrong. He doesn't change his mind about things. He doesn't do game adjustments. He wants you to play the way he says, and that's that. Even if it works or it doesn't work. That's the reason why he's now no longer on the 49ers. And how are the 49ers doing? They're playing a lot better since he got canned. At the very minimum, you got to at least demote Wilkes within the next couple of games, if not this week, to have a chance to beat a team like Denver. I don't think they have a chance to beat Denver, but It's hard to come onto the show and be positive. I mean, I want to be positive. I hate this team sucking. This is bullshit, garbage. But I mean, they're beating up on you, and you're telling it as you see it. You're doing it the right way. Don't get influenced by these people at all, Jake, because the way you're telling it is the correct way. You're going on, and what you're saying, what you're seeing, you're revealing. And if they don't like it, too bad, because that's the way it goes. You got to tell it like it is, not sugarcoat it. Oh, let's give Glenn maybe another year and stuff. No, because the next time there's got to be a head coach who knows what he's doing and he has some pedigree. A Mike McCarthy, a Gruden, maybe a Flores. I would even take a Flores. But you know what? This crap has to stop, because at the end of the year, Jake, if we're at 3 wins or less, this clown has got to go, because I don't want him picking our quarterback. I don't. And just
Put the music back. I like that kind of music.
Jets so ass, just like Beast Breaker's ass. All right, some super chats here, then we'll get to the remaining calls. For those tuning in late, we have a sick raffle. It's a signed Wayne Corbett jersey, folks. Also, I'm dealing with Gator. He made a. I'm bidding against Gator for the Beast Breaker inspired Jet Cup here. Counter offer. He's up to $1.82. I got to beat that. Beast, I think I'm going to $2 to get this done. I'm going to raise my offer here. I'm left with no choice. I was offered $2.85, but I'm going to counter with 2. See if 2 gets this one done. All right, $2 on the dot. This guy wanted to do it for $2.85. I turned him down. So we have made a reverse offer. This is intense. Imagine this team didn't suck. I wouldn't have to be bidding on cups for $3. Thank you, New York Jets. Here we go. The offer's in. Andrew C says, that's a paper cup. All I want to see this weekend is 1 turnover. Give me that. Well, if you were watching the show earlier, we worked on fumble recoveries and interception returns. So we're trying to manifest it. Beast, what do you think of my counter offer? 25 writes in, Beast, can you trim your nose hair live on air for a guaranteed Jets win?
You want to do something? You want to go do something? Go do some work for a change. Don't worry about my nose hairs. Worry about yourself. Be yourself. At least you don't stick your underwear up your crack and looking for the kiss my big ass. Woo!
Andrew C, super chats. If I still lived in Stanford, I would definitely be at the Panther game with you guys. Also gave up my tickets to the Jets-Jags game. Don't blame you. Wish you were coming, Andrew C. We'd love to have you one of these days. Folks, we are going to be doing a watch party for the Bengals game, though. I'll have more details, but it's going to be at Goldie's Tavern. So save the date. I can't guarantee there'll be another one. We're going to do one watch party for a regular season game. It is a winnable game. Goldie's Tavern in Manhattan, down the block from Madison Square Garden, right next to Penn Station. So I'll have more info. I got Gator helping me with a flyer to promote on social media. But our first regular season and probably only regular season watch party, Goldie's Tavern, 1 o'clock kick, Jets, Bengals, 2 weeks from Sunday on the 26th. Philly Nudo says, we call that the Brandon Stevens deal. Who got ripped off more? We as Jet fans for the Brandon Stevens contract, or Beast Breaker spending all that money on the cup? What do you think, Beast?
I think the Brandon Stevens deal was the bigger hit, because that's big, yo. Cuckoo. Ding, ding.
More of your calls right now. Let's say hello to Jordan, who's next. Hello, Jordan.
What's up, Jake?
Hello, Jordan.
Can this team show some life this week and actually put on a decent competitive performance and not wait till the fourth quarter with 2 minutes and some change left to start actually freaking trying.
That'd be nice. I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah. I just want to see this team right now show some signs of life. Offense, defense, special teams, the whole nine.
Play like they did week 1.
Yeah, can we get that? Can we at least get that? Is that too much to freaking ask for? They say they went on the team trip and they're spending time together. That's all fine and dandy, but is it going to result in winning? I don't know. I don't believe that yet. So play for something. Play for your pride at this point. Like, what is it going to take for these guys to actually, make some freaking plays? Sauce, you're not going against a top tier receiver. Can you get an interception? Whatever the case is, can they? It doesn't matter how they win, but can you just show signs of life? That's my motto for this weekend.
It's well said. Now, do you have a football near you? Can you dive on it?
Yeah, seriously. Can you force a fumble and actually recover it? Can we get a game without 13 penalties in it, where you look half decently coached? Can we get a game without where Breece Hall breaks one? That's another thing. Breece Hall, he's running through these holes and he'll get like 15, 20 yards. But where's the old Breece Hall where he could break one for 50 or 60, 70, 80? Where's that Breece Hall
my
at?
offer got declined. Uh-oh. We're in trouble here, Jordan. I got a counter.
You're good, dude. And that's a shame.
My offer. We're at $2. I might have to go. Yeah, this guy's a shrewd negotiator. I might have to get back. I might have to accept his $285.
It might be the only way to get it done.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm with you, Jordan. Too bad we suck.
That you got to bet on paper cups instead of actually want to watch the game.
Tom East just sent the $2.25 offer. Damn it, Tom. Any other points, Jordan? I'm sorry.
You're good.
I've jetted out for the week. This is the last show of the week till the post.
Yeah, I know. You're good. I'll be watching Sunday when you go live again. So
I appreciate it, Jordan. You're the man. Sean, I see you called back in. What's going on, man?
Hey, Jake, man. I'm just like moving and grooving because I think that finally we're going to get this win. I feel it early Sunday morning in London. You know why? Because these players are basically telling each other, like, we can't stay losers, man.
Did you change your shades from your last call?
Yeah. I'm the shades man.
It looks like you're going to the movies to see like a movie in 3D.
I know, right?
You're going to watch Spy Kids? I think that was the first movie I saw in 3D.
Yeah. But Jake, I really believe in these.
Hey, let me get my football, Sean. I'm going to try and manifest like you. Hold on.
All right. All right, Jake is pulling out his football. What should be signed?
We're going to work on ball security. Go get your football now, Sean. We did fumble drills earlier. No. We did get your football.
Man,
Let's
Jake,
work on ball security. We cannot have any fumbles. All right.
All right. Tight. No fumbles. No turnovers. We can't have it, man.
Ball security. Let's go.
All right. Ball security, Jake.
Yep.
All right. Let's go.
High and tight. Let's go.
Where the fuck is the ball?
I want to see you with the football in your arms, jogging, jumping up and down. Let's go.
All
High
right.
and tight. Secure your balls.
Right. This is the ball.
All
this
right.
is the Sunday morning ball.
If you hold it like that, it's gonna get knocked out. Do not protect it.
All right. So like this.
High and tight. Yep. Protect
Tight.
the football.
Tight like this.
How many fumbles
All right.
have we had now the last couple of weeks? It can't happen.
I know, like, you think these guys are professionals, man. You think they know how to carry a football. All
All right, now drop back and you're going to hand the ball, put the ball in the running back's belly, all right? And then protect it.
All right. So, all right. So I'm going to run around, right, with the football to my chest, tight.
Tight.
To my
Tight,
chest
tight.
bone. All right, and I'm going to, like, see this closet here? I'm going to ram through it. Dude, I can't do that. But, yeah, so...
Hey, run on your bed. Run on your bed. Cross the pylon. All right, that's the only time you can extend. when you're going across the goal line.
Like Scatterboo.
Yep, run hard. Absolutely.
The Jets never get these football players.
Hey,
They always
high and
get, like,
tight. That ball's loose. That ball's going to get popped out.
All right. So ball's loose. See, look at it. Jets way.
That's right.
So ball's loose.
No
okay.
fumbles.
I'm not doing this fumble thing.
Sean, start running around your home there, high and tight, protect the football.
You know how I feel about this football thing? You know, lately.
Why are you in your bathroom now?
Because this is my mood, Jake, about this team. And they have to like do better and be better. So this is my football right here going in the toilet.
What? No, balls.
Because I'm sick of this shit, man. This team needs to do this team needs to do better and be better because they're professionals. They get paid thousands of dollars, millions. So, come on, man. Have some dignity. Have some dignity in your team.
Toilet, Sean. Ball security, man. High and tight.
I get it, but this is how I feel right now.
That's why we keep losing. The whole point of this exercise is to manifest change. We're trying to get a win.
I get it, Jake. I do. But it's like scatterboo time. I like Giants.
No, it's not scatterboo time. You just put the ball in the toilet.
Yo, he's a football player. We need.
So we're supposed to be you.
Players.
Just flush it at this point. Flush your toilet. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna flush the football. Right
at this point, Rex once buried a ball. Let's flush a ball.
Is it going? It's not. Is it going down? Oh, damn it! It should go down. It should go down.
Keep trying. It'll work.
But yeah, so you know, it is what it is, Jake. Hopefully things will turn around. But I'm a Jets fan, so. Smell that toilet water?
Oh.
4 wins, Jake. Oh, but all right. Take care. Bye.
Goodbye, Sean. I've done a lot of shows. This is an all-timer. Good God, man. I'll tell you what, if the Jets do win on Sunday, Sean, you're calling in every week and you're putting the football right back in the toilet. Ladies and gentlemen, I promised you guys the Asmaniac Power Rankings. I think it's time that I actually deliver on said Power Rankings. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to share with you the Power Rankings for the month of September. The top 10, if you will. I just have to make sure I got it all ready to play, which I believe I can make that happen. So we will have the power rankings to wrap up our Football Friday, and then we'll have a raffle right after that to win a signed Wayne Corbett jersey. So this has been some show. I'm going to do one more call, then power rankings, top 10 for September. We might have just had maybe a new number 1 for October already with those calls from Sean. But one call, then the power rankings. I want to get to this guy because he's been on hold, and he's a longtime listener. Steven NYC, you're the last call before the rankings are revealed. What's up, Steven?
Oh, how you doing? I feel bad that I'm the last call because I'm usually the positive one, and I'm not feeling that positive.
Well, you're just keeping it real, Steven. No one blames you. Don't worry.
Ask you one question, and I'll leave it at that. Like, if we didn't know who the hell Aaron Glenn was, I feel like I'm being a little hypocritical because they've gotten worse since I was there against Pittsburgh. They've gotten so much worse. And it just feels bad. Like, are we going to screw up because it's Aaron? Like, this is huge. If we're going to have a big pick, even if we trade down, like, that's the only thing I really wanted to say. Like, if we believe in him, he shouldn't be picking the next quarterback. I think let's build. Let's if we have, I can't believe we're talking about the draft. Maybe I'll just hang up. I'm upsetting myself. We're 0-5 and we're talking about firing, not firing, hypocritical. Do we like Aaron Glenn? Of course we do. He's our guy. And should we trade down? And should we be sellers at the deadline?
Well, it's too early for that, but the fact that it's a legitimate conversation because of how bad they played, that's what is so alarming. Like quite literally, we have never seen a Jet coach get off to a worse start to this point. So that's like, this is real.
And what I'm adding to that is, like, we love this guy. Like, he was our guy. Like, if he was at, Gase, like, we didn't give a excuse my French. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to screw this up because we have an allegiance to him. We have feelings for him. This really could be disastrous. Like, this isn't Jared Mayo to them. Or maybe it is, and they're a better organization. He was a New England guy.
That's the example, right? Franchise legend, and what happened? He got Gerard Mayoed, right? Or he got fired.
We aren't that franchise. We wouldn't do that. We'll screw it up.
I don't think the Jets want to do it because I think Woody is definitely invested in
I'm
Glenn.
invested. We're not supposed to be.
Well, I think Woody in particular is because remember, he never wanted to take accountability for the previous hires. He never felt like he was connected to Saleh or Douglas because it was his brother who hired him. So this was his choice. First time he hired a coach and GM combo in a decade. So I don't think he wants to make Glenn one and done, but I think it's a legit conversation. If they're sitting there with 2 wins and it continues to look like it's looked, I mean, it's been really, really bad. We can't excuse it.
That's why we have to stay positive. We have to win some games. Or listen, maybe best case is let's be obvious that he is the right guy somehow. I don't know how, and not win a lot of games. I would love to have a great draft pick and be convinced Aaron and Muji are the right guys. Somehow, let's just root for that. How's that?
Well, that's the hope. But once again, the only positive
doesn't feel good now.
No, but the only positive thing I could say is that there's still, a ridiculous amount of games remaining, Steven. Like that's really it, right?
Are
like
you feeling that they really believe it? Like, that's why I'm most upset, and I'm calling you this week. That Dallas, I didn't feel like they had any guts.
Well, I don't think you're wrong for feeling that way. It's really bad.
So they really, here's the best part. What happened coming back from London last year? If they look like an embarrassment, I would not want to be on that plane. And a win is a win, but let's be competitive. If we do what we did last year, anyway, sorry to be negative. I'm trying to be positive. Oh, one last thing. Could I have enjoyed the Giant game? Because I kind of did.
Could you enjoy the Giant game?
Could I admit that I kind of liked those 2 guys? Like, that was fun.
I mean, it was a fun game to watch them play. Yeah, I mean, like I didn't feel better like as a human after it. Like I was just like, all right, cool, good for them. But like,
no, that's what I mean. Is that allowed?
It didn't make me feel better as a Jet fan.
No,
made me jealous if anything.
Thanks a lot. Hey, have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.
You got it. Steven NYC checking in. All right, a couple of gifted memberships here. How about this from our guy Barbarossa? Sending in a 10 spot. He's enjoying the show.
And Jet fans are clueless. I mean, they're dopes. They don't know anything. This is a really good hire. Gase is a great coach. Adam Gase is Kyle Shanahan before Kyle Shanahan. Gase is a great coach.
Thank you, Barbarossa. He's entered in our Corbett raffle for 10. So is Matt L., who entered himself in for 5.
J-E-T-S. Yes. All right, let's go.
We need a Asmaniac rumble of the Dream and Sean on the camera at the same time. Big fella says Sean had to clinch October power rankings. Andrew C says at least Sean has both arms on his glasses. Loving it. Love it. John Jack says, Jake, what are your thoughts on raffling off the Jets Cup? I don't know if I'm going to be able to win this bidding war for it. I don't want to pay more than Beast did, and I might have to. FPP says it's time to talk about chicken parm. All right, we're all caught up. Phantom Green and White, you're in as well. We will get you down for 1. What I want to do right now, though, is reveal the winners of our new top 10 in our power rankings. If you're new to the show, each month, led by our committee chairman, Boomtown, we put together the top 10 Asmaniacs. These are based on people's performances during their calls on the show. And this all culminates when we seed the field of 64 for Asmaniac Madness. However, this year, it is a field of 68. Each month, we'll get you set for that. And if you missed any of the best moments from the show in the month of September, here's your trip down memory lane. Once this is done, we raffle away a signed Corbett jersey. So as this video plays, you could still enter the raffle, and I will count your memberships as the video is playing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've never seen one of these videos, enjoy. And a big thank you again to Gator. And also a huge thank you to the Human Fund, who was helping Gator put together these awesome recap pieces. So without further ado, here is your September top 10. Enjoy. Hey, everyone. I want to thank Boomtown, our committee chairman, and I want to thank Gator McCluskey for putting this video together. It's time right now to reveal the Asmaniac power rankings for the month of September 2025. Couple quick show-related notes. I took a total of 518 calls in the month of September from 149 unique callers. Beastbreaker led the way with 32 calls into the show, followed by Kyle Clifton with 29 and PBM with 18. There were 12 callers that called in double-digit times. Raven led the 4.5%ers with 5 calls into the show. 83, that's right, 83 different Asmaniacs tried their best to determine if Kyle Clifton was inside or outside. Overall, the Asmaniacs, they had their best month ever, going 191 and 123 for a winning percentage just under 61%. The top 5 most accurate predictors. Number 1, Nick Shine, 5-0. Number 2, Ryan McCarthy, 7-1. Number 3, Amanda Madison, 6-1. Number 4, 3 siblings, 4-1. And number 5, Daz Acoustif, 6-2. So, with that being said, it's time to now reveal the brand new top 10.
The Asmaniacs power ranking brought to you by Boomtown. Month by month top 10.
We start with some honorable mentions. Cash Money Mike, Adam is too cool. Sean,
I'm like Mono.
Pork of the Morning. This is an incredible look for you. David T.
I really wanted to meet all you guys.
Jordan.
I'm so tired of watching Garrett Wilson run wide open and never get the ball.
Raven. How was the Lady Gaga concert?
I mean, like, honestly, I think like half of my brain is still at Madison Square Garden.
Luppy.
I don't see anybody else. You must be talking to me.
Papa Jet.
Papa's got to hide his face in shame, Jake.
And Jet-aholic.
2 weeks from tomorrow, my baby will be born.
Congrats to our honorable mentions. Now, we bring you the top 10. Number 10, Bobby Midnight. Bobby appears to be getting back into his groove and called in 13 times to give Jake score updates, life updates, and general ridiculousness.
Old McDonald had a farm.
Earlier in the month, he admitted that he likes sniffing deodorant and magic markers.
I like magic markers to sniff the nose.
Oh, what are you sniffing your deodorant for?
It smells nice.
Perhaps that's why he decided to cheer for the Giants all those years. He is always patrolling the chat, keeping an eye on typers, and will put anyone that steps out of line on notice.
If I were you, I would kick that Cooch guy out. Oh my God, I wanted to rip his head off right there.
A couple of interesting tidbits of information came out about Bobby this month. First, that he had a colonoscopy lined up.
I went to my doctor's today, colonoscopy.
And second, that if he had the chance to be reincarnated as any animal in his next life, he would choose a house cat.
Like a fucking house cat or like a tiger?
The fucking house cat. I want to be that. Yeah, what's wrong with that?
It's the butthurt Bobby minute.
You're the hemorrhoid. Meow. What are you laughing at, Allison? Now I'm getting pissed. One more crack, I'm ending the show.
An interesting choice for sure. One of the greatest Asmaniacs to ever grace the show with his presence at number 10, Bobby Midnight.
We're gonna go. We have to look at the tape.
Number 9, Purple Belt Mike. From the highs and excitement of the season to the lows of 4 straight losses, Mike rode a wild roller coaster of emotions in September. Starting off the month, he called in with arguably the most provocative pose in show history.
I haven't seen an angle like this since my first gynecologist visit.
Hold it like this. Sorry.
But unfortunately, since his calls have devolved, he's already broken out the paper bag, earning his new nickname, Purple Bag Mike.
We can't do anything right. Our defense is shit.
Much to the excitement of the Asmaniacs, he managed to convince his lovely purple belt wife to do an excellent rendition of the Quinn and Williams sack dance.
Quinnen gets the sack. Oh, Baker goes down.
His entire Jets fandom was summed up in one call, where he noted the team is literally breaking his mind.
I can't take it anymore. I'm going crazy.
Hang in there, Mike. Only 3/4 of the season left to go.
J-E-T-S, Jet.
Number 8, Mad Max.
What are you guys' opinion on me doing a backflip through this orange wall?
Mad Max crashed onto the scene this summer, and he's never taken the foot off the gas for any of his calls.
Can you guys hear me? What's up, guys? Can you guys hear me?
Not once, but twice, Jake directly asked if he takes any form of drugs or stimulants. How much caffeine have you had today? Coffee,
0.
Red Bull,
I had 0.
Adderall,
0.
Vyvanse?
0.
No, you're not on drugs?
I just always have energy.
But Max continues to deny all accusations. Even when it's late at night, outside, in the dark, on a school night, Mad Max is always ready to call in and make his Jets points. Now, Mad Max, have you thought about putting a light on?
Nah, it's 12:30 night.
There was also a big-time rumor going around that Mad Max was actually fathered by former Jets head coach Adam Gase. But Max took time to categorically deny that claim as well.
Sauce has to travel on Mike Tom.
If Mad Max could settle into a routine and call in more, there's no limit to how high he could go in the rankings going forward. So what else happened, Mad Max? You had 3 beers, and then you talked to copious amounts of women?
A couple girls, a couple guys,
Let's focus on the women, not the guys.
I talked to a couple girls there, you know what I mean?
You tell them you're Mad Max?
I should tell them, though.
Number 7, Malcolm Flex. Malcolm had his first call at the tail end of August, then followed up in September with 5 elite top-notch calls where he flexed his football acumen.
Can you hear me?
Hear you loud and clear. The man commands the attention of everyone when he speaks, and it's incredible the great detail and in-depth football knowledge he has to share.
You can come out in the 12 personnel, line a tight end in the formation, but you're still in the equal pass personnel.
He's an excellent multitasker, as he was able to get in his cardio, walking on a treadmill, all while crushing quality points after quality points.
Tune in for the afternoon call while I'm on cardio.
Well, a few hearts skipped a beat when he called in shirtless. Are you wearing pants?
Yes,
you
I
are.
am.
Okay. He also admits if he ever needs a new career, he'll always have one reading audiobooks. If I ever write a book, I want you to do the audiobook for it, all right?
All right. The Life and Times of Jake Asman, as told by Malcolm Flex.
Watch for Mr. Flex to continue to make his mark and ascend the rankings going forward. I'll tell you what, I'd rather you be shirtless than some of the other callers that I've seen calling shirtless on the show. So that's all good. Number 6, the Hamburger. Our favorite muscle car driving and bridge construction worker, Asmaniac, really stepped up in September after taking some time off from calls this summer. How are you?
Not good, man.
Well, he had a hopeful attitude towards the season. That quickly fell by the wayside, and he embraced the darkness that many of his fellow Asmaniacs were feeling.
It's the same team, and it's the same shit. Either A, talent sucks, or it's just another disgraceful coaching putting game plans together. I don't know what it is, Jake. What do you think? Do you think I'm nuts?
Combined with his Mets also crashing out, he really let it out and put everyone on notice how he felt.
I was at the game yesterday with my family, kick return for a touchdown, and it was about 4 or 5 minutes after the play happened that the Mets decided to put that up on the board. Within like 30 seconds later, the Jets had lost the game. And meanwhile, everybody's cheering and happening, and I'm looking at my phone watching the Jets lose. And then the Mets lose 5 minutes later, so it just doesn't end.
After making it clear what he thought about the team, not even head coach Aaron Glenn could escape his wrath.
This team sucks. So you can sit back and say Aaron Glenn's the future, but for me right now, what I look at is shit.
It's tough to see this happening to the Hamburger and the fan base, but we can only hope better times are ahead for all of us.
And then I have to deal with the Mets on the other hand. Give me a fucking break.
Number 5, Gary 3D Boxing.
Extraordinary day today. Just extraordinary. Truly extraordinary. This is truly extraordinary. It's extraordinary. That is extraordinary. Extraordinary.
While Gary put in 17 calls in September, it felt like he had a more quiet month than normal. A testament to Gary as he still landed in the top 5.
Assuming we're talking about a traditional salad made of lettuce and other deadly toxins. That pisses me off.
He certainly scaled back the misogyny this month, but he just couldn't help himself as caller Amanda Madison always seems to be able to wind him up.
She says she's doing worse now that you're on the show.
She's a loud, rebellious woman. We don't have anything to talk about. She's a feminist. I'm a Christian.
You can't win!
Give me my Lambo keys. Get the hell out of my house. I can't win? You got this $1 million mansion in the Philly suburb. Get the hell out of my house.
Why can't you change your thinking? Everybody else does.
I can beat somebody. Look at the car you're driving. Look at the house you're living in. Me, that's me. I did that. My blood, sweat, and tears. Me.
Don't do this.
You don't get to be down for the victory ride if you're not down for the climb. Get the hell out. You married a fighter. I will protect you.
Yes, you can.
I got you, okay? You build up my spirits when I don't want to go to the gym, when I don't want to work. Why did you marry a fighter? I was paid to fight. You pay me, I will fight you. That's the deal. You don't think I can win? Get the hell out of my house. What are you here for?
You can't win!
In a rare move by Jake, he went ahead and unveiled a new Azzy Award that will debut in 2026.
Gary's biggest rival, folks. Is it women? Fat dudes? Is it NASA? Or is it the gays?
Gary has already established an extensive list of people that should not be allowed to vote in elections. And unfortunately for those that are considered more rotund, husky, or obese, they also should have their voting rights stripped away.
Well, if you're like 40% body fat, no, you can't vote. I gave you the advice to stop being fat months ago. I said, just eat fatty meat and drink water. You'll never have to worry about weight ever again. You chose not to do it. You have no self-control, or you don't have the intelligence to execute the plan. He's got 4 chins. He doesn't have a shirt that fits him. He's built like a snowman.
One could only imagine the world with Gary as its overlord. Instead, maybe we'll just settle for the hell us Jet fans find ourselves in again this season.
Extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
That's extraordinary.
That's extraordinary.
That's extraordinary.
That's extraordinary.
It's quite extraordinary.
Quite extraordinary.
You know, women shouldn't vote. Just do laundry and vacuum. Extraordinary.
We have reached the top 4. Number 4, Kyle Clifton. After putting together another portfolio of excellent, high-quality calls.
How can it be a bad day? He made $25 and he had an orgasm. It's all over.
To help spice things up, Kyle switched up his call location, including calls from V-Man's bedroom, Gary's office, Jake's studio, and even Beastbreaker's attic.
Hey, what does it smell like in there, Kyle?
It's like death uncorked.
While Kyle usually has a witty opening to many of his calls,
If the season ended today, we'd make the imaginary playoffs.
he did leave the Asmaniacs in stitches when he commented on a recent Beast call.
As far as the famous Storms go, I would rank Storm Duck as number 3. Jason Allen Storm is number 2.
I'm taking Jason Allen Storm Duck, number 1.
With 29 calls into the show last month, he has helped solidify himself as a permanent fixture on the show and a call that Asmaniacs look forward to hearing from every day.
How do you feel about the Jets?
I don't feel so good.
At number 3, King Lowski.
I really do love the team. I can give a damn about players.
The King made his presence known in September, and he did his best to fire up the troops, even as the losses started to pile up.
If you're not pissed off as a Jet fan, I don't know what the hell you're watching. I don't know what the hell you're being positive about.
He dropped incredible epic rants.
But AJ, you gotta win games, son. Yeah, we caught you smiling on the sideline with 5 minutes left. Bullshit. I don't want to hear nothing positive. Not today. Save that bullshit for tomorrow.
But perhaps one of the best was just after the Jets fell to the Steelers.
This is ridiculous, man. Year after year, the same bullshit.
Not only does he fire up Asmaniacs, but he puts other fan bases on notice to stay in their lane.
Well, if it ain't the fried fish himself, you done lost your doggone mind coming on this doggone platform thinking you about to get off, son. Name your secondary bum. You already got 2 children at quarterback. Y'all trash, Tony. Shut up, Tony. Y'all trash.
He cranked the intensity up past 10 when he took on the ridiculous TD Finstock
after he dared to show his face on the Jake Asman show.
All you do is talk. Let me tell you something, Tony. Your fried fish is going down, baby, and y'all won't get no win against us. None this season, because y'all some trash.
We ain't losing to no Jets. You better stop this mess, man.
Nobody on your doggone offensive line, because we gonna run through that like hot nail tissue.
The King has done his part to get Asmaniacs and fan base fired up, and now we just need to get him a direct line to the players to start getting some more wins. At number 2, Beastbreaker 666. Why do you have no shirt on?
I got gas right now.
After finishing in the top position in August, the Beast took a small step back as he lands at number 2 in this month's power rankings. Jason Allen Storm Duck.
You can take that picture and shove it up your big ass. Do I look like a duck to you? Go fuck yourself.
Asmaniacs got to learn a lot more about Jason Storm this month, including what he considers breakfast food. You had chicken nuggets for breakfast and a Diet Dr. Pepper. And you claim you lost 70 pounds in 3 months, right? What he considers a salad to be. Beastbreaker is eating his first ever salad, folks.
So Gary, eat more salads, man.
Now, they're saying that that's not actually a salad here. A couple comments for you to respond to. Dana says, how the hell is that a salad with no green in it? I don't see any green. Where's the green?
I did watch. You want to go see?
Where's he? And letting everyone on the internet know his PIN number.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
He just told us his PIN.
Service with a smile. That is the sexiest thing you're ever going to see.
Maybe it's his diet, but his anger was on full display the day the infamous Allen made his return to the show, and he clashed with him one-on-one.
Okay, dickwad.
Dickwad, you are a moron. You're a fat,
Listen, just take my
idiot.
fist
That's
or this
all you
baseball
are.
bat, ram
You're
it right down your
fat,
goddamn
you're
miserable
stupid, you're lazy,
one of
you're
your
dumb.
fucking
All
fucking
those
bottom.
qualities
Hey,
are you.
Shut the fuck up when I speak to you, dickbag.
Beast, you are a moron. I hope Jake and that idiot Gator are paying you very well. I really do.
You make Josh Allen lose weight on a planet place.
Beast, you are an idiot. You're always going to be an idiot.
In a shocker to nobody who has seen a Beast call, he found himself embroiled in further controversy when it was revealed that he didn't actually watch the Jets-Bills game.
I could not watch the whole game.
Is it true you didn't watch any of the game?
Running up and down the damn stairs, doing laundry, and also doing the art.
You claim to be a huge Jet fan. You're doing laundry during the game? You know you called it to a football show, right?
We know that.
But you didn't watch the football game. Tell us what happened on the Jets' first drive on 3rd down, the big play that happened there.
Yo, I had blood work done 72 hours ago. You don't
Yeah,
think
but
I don't
24 hours ago.
You don't think I got a fucking problem?
First drive for the Jets, offensively, 3rd down. What happened?
You know, I have enough fucking problems with life, trying to put my life back together. I wish you had my life
You
back.
called it to a football show. I'm trying to
Well,
talk football
thank
with
you.
you. Was this the reason Beast fell to number 2?
I will report this to the FCC and the ASPCA. You can take this picture and shove it. Oh. I ain't fucking it. I gotta. Oh. I fucking. Nobody gives a shit. I fucking got gas right now. Oh.
Can Beast regain the number 1 spot next month? Stay tuned. And at number 1, the often forgotten Final Four member from Asmaniac Madness, Neil. Neil returned to the show with a vengeance in September, and he takes the top spot in this month's rankings.
Get ready for Neil. He will make 13 points about the New York Jets and maybe hump a Patriots jersey. Get ready for Neil. He's probably smoking a big fat cigar and burning his house to the ground. That's Neil.
How did he achieve this? Some would say it was his expansive library of stories he draws from. Others say it's his crisp, to the point, cohesive, and logical. 13 takes, he makes each call.
There's not one good thing to say. Say our punter is good? I mean, it was just horrible.
Over the course of the month, Neil regaled the chat with incredible stories, including women in basements making tomato sauce, old road rage incidents,
I'm flying. He cuts me off, spits at me. Him and I start wrestling, this guy, and he swings at me and knocks my cigar out of my mouth. My wife, I see a fist come out of the window and boom, hits the gun like this. While I was picking up my cigar, my wife starts screaming at him, "You get back in your goddamn car, how dare you spit!" This guy ran, and their cigar was still there lit.
A time when he was tasked with skinning a goat. And of course, the good old days when the Jets didn't suck.
When Belichick was coaching the defense, he would go on the field and say, "You moron, stand right here and don't move. When this play comes, you stand here." If they just stood where they were supposed to, the ball hit them in the hands. That's how intricate his defenses were.
He did have a few interesting takes when he was convinced that once players go pro, they get handed a giant bag of drugs and steroids.
When you become a pro player, they give you a big bag of drugs, steroids, and all this other shit.
Neil didn't avoid controversy, however, as he was accused of being the sole reason the Jets did not beat the Bills in Week 2 because he didn't hump a Josh Allen jersey at the tailgate.
I got to hump a Josh Allen jersey.
Oh, this is what I'm going to do to you all season, little bitches.
He promised to do so, but he broke that promise, and Jet fans' hearts everywhere.
Ooh, take that, you dirty pillow.
Even with this damning incident, he did make it clear what he would be willing to give up in order to secure a single Jets playoff game. After a lengthy summer hiatus, Neil is back.
If we don't get an over in this game, you could make me do anything you want, and I'll do it.
Congratulations to Neil on being the #1 ranked Asmaniac for the month of September 2025.
My dinner is being served. I heard Michelle yell. She's cooking me a beautiful dinner. I will talk to everybody later.
Ladies and gentlemen, there he goes. Thank you to Gator McCluskey for the incredible edit. Thank you to Boomtown for his amazing work putting this list together. Thank you to the committee for weighing in. We couldn't do it without everyone involved. Thank you to the best listeners in all sports, in all of humanity, for supporting this channel. Hopefully better days are ahead for our Jets, but we always have each other, the Asmaniac community. Go Jets, and thank you as always for watching the Jake Asman Show live each and every day, win or lose, on YouTube. Oh, what a job. What a job by the committee. Thank you to Gator. Thank you to the Human Fund. Thank you to Boomtown. They're the ones who put that together. Boomtown writes everything I read. The Human Fund helped pre-edit all those cuts, and then Gator goes in and Gators it up. Unbelievable. I was laughing my ass off watching that back. Congrats to Neil on being #1. Already 10 days into the month of October. So, ladies and gentlemen, may the best Asmaniac win. We are going to give away this Wayne Corbett autographed jersey momentarily. So, let me shout out Phantom Green and White. You are in the Asmaniac raffle for one with this. Also, we have a super chat that came through from Matt L., who gets 2 more tickets. He says, watching Beast keeps me motivated on my diet. Last Jet Bronco game I went to was in Denver. Tim Tebow scored in the last minute to beat our Jets. I'm lighting a candle in church early. That was the worst game. Eric Smith missed that tackle on that play. I'll never forget. It was like Elvis Dumerville lit up Wayne Hunter and got Sanchez killed that night. That was a Thursday night game. And that game in particular in 2011, the Jets got so royally screwed by the NFL. They played the Patriots on a Sunday night game that year at MetLife. Lost. Then had to play a Thursday night game in Denver. They changed the rule after the season that you can't play Sunday night and then play Thursday night. That's ridiculous. The Jets probably didn't get home until 1, 2 in the morning, and then they traveled to Denver on Wednesday. Like, they had no chance in that game. Ridiculous. That was the year they started 8-5 and finished 8-8. Ah, the pain. Anyway, there's your trip down memory lane. The pain of it all. Right now, though, there won't be any pain. There'll be joy because we're going to give someone a chance to win a signed jersey by one of the greatest Jets of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, the raffle is right now.
It's time to announce the winners of the weekly Asmaniac raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
You see the jersey, ladies and gentlemen. First things first, give me some dramatic music, shall we? Dun, dun, dun. Now, let's pull up the Wheel of Champions. Again, if you win, that's awesome. If you don't win, you still might win on Tuesday. We have our 3 weekly prizes that we will do on the first show Tuesday morning. Again, good luck to everyone. You're automatically entered in our weekly raffle when you gift for the daily prize. There can only be one winner today. We're going to find out who exactly that winner is. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wheel of Champions is being spun right now. Mimosa's done it again. She has a clean sweep. She won the signed JJ jersey on the first show. She wins the signed Corbett jersey on the second show. How about it? She might have been thrown out of MetLife for getting into it with an a-hole Cowboy fan, but she's coming away a winner twice today. Hit the Jet chant for Mimosa. We very rarely have had double winners before, so that's historic right there. Congrats to Mimosa. She's your winner, and that's spectacular. All right. No show tomorrow unless there's breaking news, which with the Jets, you never know. We will be live Sunday for the post game right after Jets and the Broncos is done. If you want to hear me on the radio reacting to this Jets game with Mike Tannenbaum, I'll be on the radio from 8 a.m. to noon. So Jet fans, call in that first hour. It's me solo. I'm going to be previewing the game. Rich Cimini is going to join us at 9:15. Jets kick off at 9:30. So if you want to throw on the radio on the ESPN New York app, you'll hear me and Mike talking about the game as it's unfolding. On that note, thank you to Nick Faria. Thank you to Ariel Nash. Thank you to everyone who watched. We have the greatest listeners in all of sports, but you knew that already. Where'd I go? There I am. I leave you guys with a video that feels appropriate to play on a day like today. Go Jets, and we will talk to you soon. God bless America.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defender still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Oh, hi. Jake wants me to ask you to click on the like button.
That's right, Lane. And if they don't subscribe to the Jake Asman Show, this team may never win another game. Let's go Jets.